I'm gregmelly at gregmelly on all socials. Yo, March 6th, please.
Come to Greg's special,
please,
God,
guys.
Please.
This is the crew right here. Don't you want to come and watch the
me and
three
Jack
of
are
us?
gonna open for him.
It's gonna be so much fun. It's at Grove 34, 7
Time
p.m.
of our
9
lives.
p.m. So we're rolling. Chocolate is not candy.
Wait, chocolate is candy, right?
Chocolate
is chocolate.
No, chocolate is a type
they're
of
different
candy.
categories.
Candy is candy. It's like a gummy. It's like a candy.
Okay,
chocolate
when you were
is
a
a chocolate.
kid and
Welcome
you
to
went...
Hill to Die On.
No. Turn off. If you think chocolate is a fucking candy, then this episode is not for
Greg,
you.
when you were a kid and you went trick-or-treating.
That's Jaclyn, by the way. My girlfriend.
Jamie.
When you were a kid and you went trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
They would hand out chocolates.
They were handing out apples, Jaclyn.
What
yeah,
the hell?
The almond
Yeah, a couple
moms
of
were, but not all
I've never
the
gotten
regular
an apple
people.
on trick or treat. I've gotten a bag of pretzels. That's
Right,
the weirdest thing I've ever gotten.
exactly. Pretzels aren't candy.
That's not
You can
candy,
hand-
but overall it's candy.
People were handing out
Overall,
razors
it's candy.
in the 70s and 80s.
But that's not
relevant.
candy. That's not.
But that's why I'm saying
Just
the
because
Halloween
there are
thing's not.
exceptions to the rule doesn't mean that you're allowed to say
Yeah.
that this argument that I'm making, that
It's a bad argument.
when you
Okay.
go to the store and you buy bags of Halloween candy,
Yeah.
there's chocolate in
No,
them.
you're buying bags of Halloween chocolate.
No, nobody calls it
no
Halloween
one
chocolate.
Says that. No one
says
that.
chocolate because we're not a SpongeBob episode. Chocolates. Oh, I love a good old chocolate.
This-
Whatever hill you had on
Jaclyn and I
today,
are from New
scrap
Jersey,
it.
and he can talk however he
Scrap
wants.
your goddamn
comes
hill.
out-
Say chocolate.
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
for the listeners, this argument started right before rolling because Greg said that we should go get candy after the pod because we're gonna hang out after this, and I said I have
We were
Kit
going to
Kats.
hang out after this.
I said I have Kit Kats at home, and he said that's not candy.
It's not.
Kit Kats are candy. I'll be
How?
honest. Yeah.
How is a Kit Kat? It's a
'Cause it's
chocolate
sweet.
bar.
What do you mean? How is it candy? I don't even. If you think that
But
Kit
so
Kats,
is a mango.
I can't even.
A mango
Okay,
is sweet.
this is
No
Hill
one's
to Die On.
saying
This is our
mangoes
podcast.
are
I'm
fucking.
Grace Lobo. This is Greg Melly. Today we have a lovely guest
Jaclyn Lori Edwards,
who's also Greg's girlfriend and our producer. And sometimes we call her Jamie. Anyway, I just want to get that out of the way if you guys were wondering why the vibes are
why
so good
we were
in here
really
already.
comfortable.
What is the barometer
immediately.
of
We're not talking about the chocolate anymore.
No, we can keep talking about it. I just wanted to establish vibe. I think Greg.
This is
no,
my
Greg,
podcast.
Candy and mine
And partially mine.
and chocolate.
Yeah, but it's a patriarchy, so it's like I kind
no,
of rule
it's
it
a,
now.
it's
Hill to Die On is not a patriarchy.
No, it's not.
No.
It's actually really feminine. I looked at our bio, and then I looked at a couple other podcasts who are guys that run it, and I'm like, ours is so much girlier.
What do you
Isn't
what's
our bio
girly about
Like,
our
we have,
bio?
we have like the
arguing
stars
or
in it. We have the little
Oh
stars.
yeah,
I think
I
I,
made
like it. Yeah, of course. And no one's
It's
doubting it.
aesthetic.
Wait, Connor, would you classify chocolate as a candy?
100%.
Yeah, you're
you-
wrong.
listen.
It's a
Moving
type
on.
Listen,
of candy.
Connor,
Candy's
today-
an over. No, let Connor talk.
You have done nothing but fuck me in the
Yeah,
ass. today,
I
Connor.
apologize for that because, like I said, we have been on the same show together. I feel like we're bonded. But I will say if it's like above 70% cacao,
that I actually agree with.
I could argue it not being a candy.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
then
cacao number?
Then it's closer to like a granola bar.
Well, that's like a health chocolate.
that's like an herb at
It's like a
that
healthy
point.
chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's more sweet the more cacao.
No, it's more
No,
bitter.
No.
it's more bitter.
Greg.
All right, I'll
See,
take
you don't
L
know
on that.
shit about chocolate
Greg's
or
got some
candy.
I'll take
really
the L on that.
confident.
I'll take the L on
and
that one.
obviously, I've known you for a long time. This isn't a huge surprise,
I'll
but
take the
today
L on
you've
that.
had a couple that are really
You
But
lost.
You know what?
You lost. You lost.
Okay, can we at least just make something of like, is chat people who watch and listen,
can
please
do a
reach
poll.
out to one of us and say, is chocolate a candy, yes or no?
We'll do a poll.
Please.
I would
please.
say my
Because
definition.
I'm seriously, I know we've been doing the show for like 2 seasons, as I say every episode.
Sure.
A year.
I would legitimately die on this hill. Might be the first hill that I would physically, genuinely die on. I am so
Achilles.
confident.
It really doesn't seem worth it, but
But is anything
I
worth
appreciate your
I mean, none of
passion.
the hills so far are ever really worth it.
Yeah.
but I feel like candy is an
Damn.
overarching
What-
category.
Is our podcast just a fucking joke?
Yes.
We just have, there's nothing. You know what my brother-in-law calls it? The podcast about nothing. And I'm like, well, that's just
well, so
podcast.
that's like
you dumb
that's
bitch.
like Seinfeld.
Right.
But that's kind of rude of him to say to you.
So rude.
I'm actually sort of like,
Dude, that's
shut
why
the fuck up.
don't go home. Don't go home
Sorry.
for
Wait,
breaks.
let's all go fight Zach.
Right, that's why you don't
That's his name.
yeah,
His name is
you
Zach.
don't go home. You don't spend too much time with the family over Christmas break.
Oh,
People,
yeah.
my family loves our podcast. I'll be honest.
I don't think my family listens. They watch the clips. They watched the clips.
You went home for?
I went home for
break?
way too long over
yeah?
Christmas break.
Well, you were with your family also. Jaclyn and I both just went to Barcelona in the last month.
Why'd you become
Way too long. Yeah, I just got back on late Monday night.
Okay.
Which what was the day? The 6th?
Okay.
January 6th.
Heard of
I
it?
got back.
Yeah, famous
I
day.
went to my parents' house on December 21st. That I don't know how many days that is,
a lot.
but it
That's
is
a lot of
way
days.
too
That's a lot of
many
days. Was your brother there the
days.
entire time as well?
My brother got there like 2 days after me,
And he left at the same time.
and he left at the same time. So we both went home for Christmas. So like the 21st to the
children.
25th, and then on the 26th of December, we were flying to Barcelona
Sure.
on a family trip. All my cousins were gonna meet us there, whatever. And then on the 26th, there was a snowstorm,
Sure.
and our flight was canceled.
So you had
And-
fucked up flights on both
Yeah,
ends.
both flights were canceled. Both ends at the airport, traveling there and back, my mother cut the line to check her bags.
For the podcast, tell us what your mom's name is.
Her name is Karen. And
I mean, it's
Karen was really doing what she had to do, though. I will say I appreciated her this trip because listen, in normal everyday scenarios, I am not a line cutting
Sure.
like advocate, but
Sure.
in these particular scenarios,
Dire times, baby.
I was a line cutting advocate.
sometimes it's like a Marxist thing where it's like, who needs this the most?
Oh, good old John.
We'll give it to
exactly,
who?
and my family
John?
truly needed it the most.
It's Carl's brother.
Oh,
I feel like genuinely, I think the jump you just made there for Marx is I think you were thinking John Lennon, who's not even the right Lennon.
What?
Never mind.
He doesn't know about the second Lenin.
Okay.
Lenin.
Never mind. I was creating a mistake
Let's
that
pivot.
was
I'm
over
lost.
your head.
Let's pivot. Let's go back to something.
It's okay. Anyways, yeah. So my flight got canceled on the way there.
Okay.
We had to get a new flight. We ended up flying out of Philly.
Ew.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Come on now.
No.
And I am an anxious traveler
Interesting.
in general.
Okay.
Well, I'm
I would
an
say an
anxious
anxious person.
person.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it really comes out when I'm traveling in a way that I can't.
And as someone
Control.
who has traveled with you internationally a few times now, yes.
Every
Yeah.
time you've ever traveled internationally,
It's been with me.
Yeah.
So he just thinks it's an
So this is your
anxious
norm.
nightmare.
But I will say what I appreciate about traveling with Greg is that he is my boyfriend, so he has to listen to me, so he has to be like,
I would do it. I do
yeah,
it
of
anyway.
course.
Sometimes I don't listen to you when I think you're being irrational. The one time in Peru
chocolate
when we
and
were
candy
going
thing.
from we remember. Okay, so one time in Peru we were going from Lima.
Let's rehash every argument you guys have ever
We
had.
were going from
I'm
Lima
ready.
to Cusco, right?
Mhm.
And we were in an airplane or in an airport, and we buy a bottle of water in the airport, but then they didn't let you take it onto the plane. Remember
That wasn't the short flight. That was the long flight.
No, that was an hour. That was the short one. It was from
No, it was on the way home. It was on the way home because I crashed out.
Yo, Jaclyn
I
lost her
crashed.
fucking mind at this customer service woman.
Whoa.
Jaclyn was so angry, like,
I did not lose my mind at her.
Is Karen
Bro.
your biological mom?
Karen is my biological
shows.
mom.
oh my god, dude. No.
And my non-biological
Jaclyn
mom,
lost
Diane,
her
would
shit.
say, we need to regulate our nervous system.
Yeah, what I did was Jaclyn lost her shit. She sat down. She was pissed, and I looked at her and I
I
was
feel
like,
like
"That was the craziest you've
We
ever
didn't
been
give
in your
enough
life."
context. Okay, so we're getting on like a 9-hour flight.
I
Sure.
don't think it was. I think
It
the hour
was.
one.
It was. Because I
You
wouldn't have
to
freaked
listen to
out.
her. She's your
I
girlfriend.
wouldn't have freaked out if it was the hour flight. We were getting on a 9-hour flight from Peru back to New York, and I like to drink water.
Sure.
Okay, for the viewer, you can see I have a giant water bottle. For the listener, it is
Just
a
drop it. They'll hear
ginormous.
it. They'll hear how
Hydro
dense
flask.
it is.
Yeah.
Hit it against the table a little
Yeah, you'll
bit. Yep.
Sure.
see if you heard that.
yeah. There's
heft,
lead in there.
that's-
Yeah.
That's about how much water I'm packing.
How many
on
liters
the
do you think that's
daily.
packing?
And I drink a lot of those per day. So on a 9-hour flight, I'm like, I
Powered
want
right
to.
through.
I don't even know what you said.
It's
I didn't
fine.
know what you said
It's
either.
okay.
How many liters?
Yeah.
We
I don't
we were
know.
tying leaders in the last episode.
Oh,
He's doing a
last
callback.
episode.
He's doing a callback.
Sorry, I wasn't here. So I need at least 2 of those for a 9-hour flight, I would say.
I agree.
So I went to the airport and I bought a bunch of water bottles for the flight
Okay.
because I don't like being thirsty.
Sure.
Well,
me
you
neither.
almost died in Peru because you were thirsty.
And yes, thank you for context.
You're welcome.
I had to go to the hospital in Peru
Aw.
for a kidney stone. And they said it was because I was dehydrated. I got
because we were
big
like
ass
out in
kidney
like
stone.
we were on like a beach for like 2 hours and like the boat didn't come back. It was like 115 minutes of no drinking water and Jack almost
And it
died
gave me a
because of
kidney
it.
stone, so I need
like,
my water.
throw the
She
fuck
needs
up.
it. Believe her. Believe women.
Anyways, so yeah, they didn't let. I bought all this water for the flight, whatever, and then they said that I had to throw it away.
And it
before I
also
got on the
probably
plane.
cost like, it's not like
Yes.
airplane water is like $1.25.
Right, it was
airplane
airport
water is
water.
like,
Yo, we were in Peru.
We were in
they're
Peru.
Martin Shkreliing you on
It
those
was
prices.
it was like 75.
But I
American
will
cents.
say, I
Oh,
was
really?
like, I bought this in the airport, and they were like, it doesn't matter, and I just had a moment. I crashed out. It wasn't good of me.
it was a
were
big deal.
they speaking Spanish or English?
They were speaking English to me.
Okay, good.
Were they?
Yeah. Because
Jack's like,
people
I'm
in the
about to scream
airport
at you.
always
I don't remember.
speak
Bruh,
both languages.
I don't remember people anywhere in Peru speaking English from beginning of landing to
In the
ending.
airport, they did.
Uh.
But anyway, so I started this story by saying I like traveling with Greg, but
That wasn't me though, because I basically told you like, yo, that was crazy.
No, I know.
And
I'm
then
not
you-
saying it was
but
your
then
fault.
but then you were like, yeah, you're right. It was
Okay.
kind of crazy.
So I usually like to travel with Greg because he lets me get to the airport 3 hours early.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
I love
but-
airports, dude.
Yeah, because we
I-
can
I'm
sit
like, yo,
there, we can get
I'm such
an
overpriced
autistic-
food,
I'm so autistic. in
we
those
can
places.
talk, whatever. Like sitting in an airport to me is not that bad. To my brother, Nicholas, sitting in an airport is like the thing he
Yeah.
hates most in the world. And to my parents, they don't really care.
Yeah.
So when it's either me or my brother making the decision,
They listen to him.
they usually listen to him.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't think the lesbians would do
No,
that.
I
but
would though. There's so much
they-
internalized
they-
like from everyone.
And they're
Exactly
boomers.
what I said.
Yeah.
And they're boomers.
Being as old as you are, they just think men
Even
are smarter.
our age, I think women our age do that too,
Mhm.
inadvertently.
And plus my brother like went to Harvard.
I was gonna say the Harvard.
He's
thing.
like smart.
he's also gay, so they trust him more
allegedly.
than
But
you.
you
Yeah.
went to Wesleyan too. Is like that's the thing too. Is like you went to like a knockoff Ivy League school.
I'm not saying they don't think I'm smart. I'm just
No, I
saying
know.
they trust him more.
Harvard does have a higher like.
Yeah.
Such a
You're,
bullshit.
It's
it's
a
a
Goodwill
name
Hunting,
thing,
bro.
but like,
it's Goodwill
It's
Hunting.
brand recognition.
Yeah,
and
fuck
that's what
Goodwill Hunting.
lesbians care about.
And that's what they
Yeah,
care about.
brand Subaru,
LL
Harvard.
Bean.
My dad going to the airport
Moccasins.
acts like it is like a challenge of how late you can leave and still make the flight.
Yeah.
Like that's how my family went. And it's funny
Mhm.
because I feel like there's all this like dad at the airport like stuff online, and I'm like, I really did not have that kind of dad where he's
Mhm.
like, we're getting there 5 hours ahead of time,
That's
and it's
my
like
dad.
he's that.
My mom's we don't even have to leave.
Like-
My dad's like, we gotta.
Your
get
mom's
there
like, cancel the
yesterday.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my brother is like the I want to get through security, go to the gate, get on the flight. He
Yeah.
like does not want to have any extra time.
Same
in
with
the
my dad. If
airport.
you have downtime at the airport, he's like, that was a waste.
Yeah, it's like you're wasting your time. I'm like, well, we either are sitting at home waiting to get to the airport,
Yeah.
or on the way back, we're sitting in the Airbnb waiting to get to the airport. So like, I would rather just be sitting on the airport with the peace of mind
yeah.
that I'm here. Plus,
And then you can go to duty free. You can try on a bunch of perfume.
But that's why
you can go
early
get
morning flights are
snacks.
better. Wake
Yeah,
up
'cause you
early
just
as
wake
shit
up
because you're gonna
and
wake
you
up
go.
early anyway. Then you leave, and then you get to like start to wake up, have a coffee, have
Mhm,
breakfast. Like that's
Yeah.
you do that shit at the airport.
Romanticize the airport.
I love
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
That's my first hill.
I,
I
wanna
love-
leave. I like that.
I-
I'm on board.
Listen, I love watching the planes fly out.
That's that tracks for you.
I love
Yeah.
it, dude. I love
That's really special. Greg.
airports.
What
I
is
love
your what's your like?
There's so many people on little tiny travels, guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're,
Where are
like,
they all
it's
going?
so
I
fun.
wonder.
It's so cute. I
It's so
love airports.
magical.
Like,
I wonder how many bodies are on the plane.
Maybe one of
Sometimes
these
in the
gates, like
cargo.
somebody's gonna like with roses, like, wait, Jonathan.
Yeah, that
you
never
know?
happens. We
Never.
live in a post 9/11.
Yeah, you can't just run.
Although
through
they're
security.
changing that. Now you're able to, I think, go past security. They're gonna let people.
Well, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares? At
What's
this
your yeah,
Yeah.
really? What's your airport
25 year
routine?
anniversary.
point? I wouldn't say I have an airport routine.
Or like,
I
what are your
just-
highlights? What's your like
Stress.
ideal airport?
Yeah, I
like-
get to the airport 3 hours early.
Freak out.
If there's any type of line, I go like this. I kind of rub my
Yeah.
face,
Yep.
and I kind of go, "Oh my god!"
and this is prompted by
Yeah.
romanticized
Yeah.
going to the airport.
I get there 3 hours early. If there's anybody else in the airport, I kind of just like really rub my face really hard, and I kind of
Oh,
say
wow.
like,
And then
"Oh,
halfway
I
through
knew,
the line,
I knew we should have gone here earlier.
Yep.
I knew it.
every time
I
us.
knew we should have gotten here early. Greg, I told you we should have gotten here early. Nick, I told you. Mom, why
I'm
didn't you guys
stressed
listen?
But then it immediately follows by saying, it's actually moving quicker than I thought.
Yeah, and then the line starts moving. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, wait, we might actually get there in time. And then the person who was with me is like, we have 2.5 hours, and I'm like, you really think this line is gonna be
2.5 hours?
Like, our gates for a different plane were so early.
Yeah, our gate's not even listed.
Yeah.
That's how early we are. So yeah, and then we finally and then famously when I have a pacemaker, so when we get to security, I have to tell them I can't go through the thing.
That also, I feel like that would add to the anxiety.
It does
for
add
me.
time.
Yeah.
The pacemaker adds time because
My brother had the same because the
But you
wheelchair
got
adds
TSA
time.
pre-check too, so you're beating that.
yeah, I do. But
No,
when
that's
I-
an additional stressor
it is an
thing.
additional timing thing
Especially in
that
Spanish.
people don't think of. Like my family's like, we have TSA pre-check, we'll get there so quick. I'm like, first of all, if you're in New York, especially if you're going to the airport and you tell them you can't go through the thing, they with zero urgency, like I'll be like, oh, I can't go through it, and they're just like, wait over there.
Is it
and
you
then
can't
you're
go
just
through it because it'll
waiting.
fuck up the pacemaker, or you can't go through it because it'll set off the thing?
You know, I don't really know.
I-
I think it's
I would
gonna.
love to
I
know.
think it's because it
That was
could
a
fuck
great
up the
podcast
pacemaker.
sounding answer.
Yeah.
It could fuck up the pacemaker.
Have you
That
ever walked
seems
through it?
worse.
I don't
yeah.
know how.
It's like a fork in a microwave.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, you're not supposed to be doing that?
Greg, you would know if you weren't supposed to be doing that and you'd done it.
I used to put tinfoil in the microwave.
That actually is so scary.
I think we should put you in the microwave.
Oh, nice.
Got him.
Come on. Yeah.
Got
We're too
him.
far.
Okay,
Anyways.
anyway.
So yeah, they have no sense of urgency about the pacemaker thing, and then I eventually have to get pat down, or as I like to call it, felt up.
Yeah.
Because they really be going in.
You're,
in
request,
this.
but
you're
it's a woman,
requesting
though.
a female. And listen,
It has to be.
It is always a woman.
It's not allowed to be. Like when a cop does a body pat down, they can't do it if
Oh.
it's an opposite
How
gender.
heteronormative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, obviously, part of the routine this past couple of weeks was that my mom did lie to everybody in the airport and cut so many lines and garner sympathy really for
Why?
our family.
How'd
That
she
was
do it?
Jennifer Gardner and
undeserved.
What did she say? What was the lie?
So on the way there, so our
What's
flight
the
was
story?
canceled because of a snowstorm. We had to reschedule
Sure.
it. And then the line when we get to the airport is so long
Sure.
because there were all these canceled flights the night before that are now rescheduled the
Damn.
next night. So
Yeah.
there's just like a shit ton of people in the airport, which I told my family was going to happen.
Sure.
But I just have anxiety, so it's invalid. And then we got to the airport, and there's this long line, and I start rubbing my face. I start kind of sweating.
Stage one.
Your face, your neck from having done this for the whole
It's all there
episode
red.
has so many marks on
Yeah,
it.
it's already red.
Yeah, so I was kind of looking like that in the airport. So my mom goes and like she'll just go around the line
Yeah.
and like wait till the person at the end doesn't have anyone and like sneak in.
Okay, so she's like driving the shoulder.
Yeah, so that's kind of what she was
basically.
doing. Yeah,
Wow,
she
what
was
an
doing the
asshole.
shoulder. And she told the lady, she was like, oh my God, like we were at JFK and our flight got canceled and then they had to send us down here because we were in Philly. And it's just been a really hectic day. And, our flight is an hour and a half and I just, we're just kind of stressed. We're not going to make it. And we really need to get on this flight. And the lady was like, don't worry, I got you. And like checked all of our bags, printed out our boarding pass. She was so nice. She was like, traveling this time of year really is so hectic. Like, I hope you guys just have a great vacation, whatever. And I will say,
Oh my God.
the lady at the gate helping us was an older Black woman. And my mother, Karen, who has never said this phrase in her life.
Oh, God.
She is a 65-year-old white lesbian from New Jersey. She, after the lady helped us, looked at her and said, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
That's awesome.
She was like, I'm
And
gospel.
walked
girl.
away.
Yeah.
and then we started
Hallelujah.
walking away, and me and my brother start getting hyped because we're like, Mom, you just fucking did that. And she's like, look sad, look sad, look sad. And my other mom, Diane, is like, really? Have a blessed day.
That's great.
And so it was awesome. It was a really fun time.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
so you just were on the plane.
That was my whole trip. All the notable stuff about
Yeah, Barcelona was.
Barcelona was the plane.
I mean, the plane's huge. That's
We
a
did-
big.
We did nothing other than drink
Oh, the dream.
and Yeah.
The wine there, I had lots of it. I had so much of it, to be honest.
I'm really upset. I keep missing you when you're in your drinking era.
I know. Yeah. I'll come back. Don't worry. We talked about this.
What
in
is the
last episode.
date in 75 days?
I think, yeah. So like March 20th-ish.
How about we do like 61 days?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
You want her?
Get weird after.
At your special? You want me to
Yeah,
get drunk?
Not before, but
I'll
after.
get drunk before. Well, it was weird because, okay, when I was in Barcelona, we both did shows in Barcelona. There's a really fun club there called the Comedy Clubhouse. And it also would have been so fun if we were there at the same time. It is fun that we went a week apart. I feel like we went to the same summer camp, but you were like session 1 and I was session 2 or whatever. But it was weird because I hadn't been drinking like very much in the last year. And like I was drinking while I was there. And I was also by myself. So to kill time, like, so you're kind of just wandering around and then you go sit somewhere and be like, I guess I'll just like have a glass of wine here. But like the first day I landed, I was exhausted and I was like, okay, I'll just like, whatever, I'll go to this Thomas bar and have like a glass of wine. Then went somewhere else, had a glass of wine. And then I showed up at the show and I was like, oh, fuck, I have to figure out like, I haven't done comedy tipsy in a long time. And also I was like, had the realization when I got there where I was like, there's things in my set that are too American to say here. Like
Jack's had experience with that.
Oh yeah, because you've done.
Yeah. Well, I will say that club though, there was a lot of like tourists.
Yeah, a lot of tourists.
Because also you guys have to realize Barcelona is pretty extremely Americanized when it comes to comedy because of Michelle Wolf.
Oh, wait, she lives there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because she
she
was
opened
doing a
up-
residency at that club that we both performed at. while I was
Michelle
there.
has like really globalized comedy in Barcelona specifically. So they're
Also,
definitely,
it was an English speaking club though,
course,
so it
yeah.
was like everybody that was there for the most part was a tourist.
right.
Yeah,
Or-
it's not a lot of local. Yeah, it's.
But
Imagine being a tourist going to Barcelona and being like, let's just go to like a stand-up.
I did.
English
I was
show.
like, that is an interesting
That's
thing to do.
crazy.
Do you know what it is? It's a lot of also expats, or it's people who like. At least the shows I did, it was a lot of like yacht people, like staff from yachts.
oh,
So
that's
it's
so
like
fun.
people who are
that's
like.
fun.
I used to want to
docked.
do that as a
Yeah,
job.
it's the below deck crowd.
Work at a,
Yeah.
on a yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that seem like the coolest?
I worked
thing
in a
ever?
hostel and I didn't even get
No.
to go anywhere cool.
No.
Yeah, no, yacht is
Yeah,
way cooler.
you get to go outside. A yacht is prison.
No, okay, yes.
You get to be
Obviously,
on the
the
deck
reality
and
of
you
a
get to
yacht is
dock.
bad.
You could die at any moment.
Well, you don't know how to swim, so that's
Well, I
way
don't. Yeah,
scarier for
I'm
you.
not thinking about dying when I'm on a boat.
Yeah, are you scared the whole time?
I'm
you're
thinking
on a
about
boat?
dying
I don't know.
a lot
The
of
last
other
time I
time.
went on a boat.
Oh, I would
Actually,
love to
we
go
went
on
on
a
a
boat with
boat.
you.
We went on a boat in Portugal.
You would take the New York City ferry if you want to recreate and
we
see
did
if you
that.
feel fear or
No,
something like
I don't.
that.
I don't
It's
feel.
only $3 basically.
I don't feel afraid. of-
$4. It's more expensive to take
The ferry?
Ferry's more expensive than the subway, unless you buy a multi-trip pass, like a 10-trip pass. Then it comes back down. But I think the ferry's like $4.10.
I don't
Subway's
remember
$3
paying
now
for
though.
that. I know. What the
If you
fuck?
pay for the ferry in New York City.
I've taken the ferry like a bunch of times to do the like a comedy show. I don't ever remember paying.
You definitely have.
You don't remember much.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
don't
not really
remember.
a good barometer for.
How do you guys, not to be the hackiest comedian subject of all time, but do you like airplane food? Because I really like the food on the plane.
How about airplane food?
Food on airplanes has gotten better.
It's
And also,
fucking fire,
I'm sorry,
guys. What
when
are we
they are
doing?
putting it in front of me, if you think for a second that I'm not eating every
Yeah.
single bite of food
Yep.
on that plate, even if I'm not hungry, because it's like, first of all, this is free. By the time I land, I'm gonna have to spend so much more money on food.
Free is such an interesting thing to
well,
say
yeah,
too,
it's
because it's,
it's
like
built into the price.
we did kind of
Yeah.
buy the ticket.
this $500 lasagna. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put it that way.
Free
But
is
like,
so
I'm
fun.
eating
It's like when like
either way, I'm eating every bite.
when you work at a restaurant and you're like family meals free, like it should be better. I'm like, it's not. Like they just
Yeah.
take it out of your paycheck every week. Like you are paying for it. There is
Oh, I didn't
nothing
know it
really
was
free.
paid for.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it feels free because
It
you're
does, it
not like
feels free.
tapping a card. You're
Right.
not like
You're not paying
handing
for it.
cash.
It's included, so it's
Right.
like the idea
Mm.
of
in the
not
package.
eating every single bite of food that's put in front of me on an airplane does feel insane. Because also it's the kind of thing where it's like, God forbid, what if you're on the flight where it's like, oh, we're stuck on the tarmac for like 8 hours? It's like, where was that food from?
I will say there's something about sitting for long periods of time that makes me really gassy.
Oh, okay. I think that's probably the
So-
way your body is
Yeah.
like, in that position. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought you were going to say that makes you so hungry. And I was like, same.
no, I can't like on airplanes. Like I do eat the food, but I'm not like trying to overeat because I feel like I'm gonna shit my pants the whole time.
That's really powerful.
yeah.
I
At
like
work
that.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sit all day at work now,
Ugh.
and I'm like,
We gotta get you a standing
crop
desk.
dusting those men in the office.
But you're like the only woman, so no one will ever think
exactly. It's kind of
it's you.
awesome.
Yeah, I
Are
would just be
there-
doing it. That makes me feel lied to.
That
Because
women
now
fart?
that I'm thinking, like, sometimes,
Sorry.
like, me, a couple of dudes, and, like, a girl, like, if, like, guys and girls are hanging out,
I mean,
is it one of the girls?
you think about work.
Well, yeah.
Luke and Melinda.
Yo, but Melinda lets you hear it. Melinda will sit on your
Names.
face
Wow.
and fart on you.
Wow.
There's
Wow, she's awesome, dude. And
There's
she's
this
got
girl-
the biggest ass you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
She has
Yeah.
and she rips nasty.
Fucking rips 'em.
Jesus.
But Luke's can that it sits.
But then there's this man
it sits with Luke. Like when Luke farts, people are gonna
and
know.
people always think it's Luke because he looks like a farter, and then
Yeah.
Melinda's like a bad bitch, so you don't think she was.
Do you know what's
the
crazy?
farter.
I always think
Yeah.
when there's a fart smell in a room, this is how low my self-esteem is. I'm always like, everyone here probably thinks it's me based on what I look like.
That's really funny.
Like that's like how little I think
Yo,
of myself.
but I'll be
Like,
honest.
they're probably like, oh,
like
that
I'm
sweaty
like,
girl
they're
over
like
there.
probably that fucking sweaty girl. Yeah.
I'll be honest. As a man, I don't think I've ever thought that it was the woman.
Have I told you the story about when I was with my ex and we were at a bar and his?
Yeah,
I've said this on the pod
Mhm.
probably.
Yeah.
I was out with a group and
and you farted.
I
and someone
farted and the
pointed it
group
out.
was like,
Yeah.
Because we
yeah,
also
yeah.
have talked about how pointing out a fart is rude as
Rude.
fuck.
Sometimes you gotta do it though, because if you start feeling the eyes, you gotta be like, yeah, I smell it. Who the fuck? What? You gotta. You know.
So you don't get accused, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. But if
Especially-
everybody just
Greg
kept it
doesn't
quiet,
look like a farter though. He's too skinny.
yeah, you don't really look like a farter.
Am I?
You are
And how do they?
But it's
smell?
about looks.
really
it's,
bad.
It's
Really bad.
okay.
You got it.
It's powerful.
If you see
Greg
me
was.
eat,
You missed the part where Greg was trying to show his ass on the first.
no,
episode.
I just said
Were you
just
checking for hemorrhoids?
Described it in detail.
no.
It was about heated rivalry. Don't worry.
Um,
Because I asked if the asses were hairy or smooth.
Do you have airplane etiquette like things that you're like? That's like someone told me the other day. Okay, putting your seat back. I
Oh.
actually think that's completely appropriate.
I
to
think
do.
that's fine, and I have seen discourse on the internet that putting your seat back is rude.
I've seen that recently where they're like,
Bro, have you? The planes are huge. Because like the person in front of me has the seat back. It's nowhere near me.
that is
A
not been my
what?
experience on an airplane.
What? No one has ever said that seats on a plane are
Planes
huge.
have so much room,
Guys,
God.
I think I just respect planes so much more than the average
Eggs, like
person.
I can't
They're
believe this
fucking
thing's in
sick,
the air.
guys. We're
this
flying.
is crazy. It doesn't
yeah,
matter
Greg's
if I
only ever
know.
been on like 2 airplanes.
Greg,
in his
there's
life, so
no-
you've
I've
had him
been-
unless
I've
you
been
sat in
on
first
plane-
class-
I've only been on 2
class.
international flights. I've been on planes.
Okay, there's not a lot of room in those seats,
There's a
but
good amount.
I will say
Shout
if
out Latimer
everybody
Airlines.
is leaning back,
Then if we all just lean back
If
and decide
everyone
as a
leans
group,
back,
lean
doing the
back,
soldier
that's fine.
everybody
I agree
has-
completely.
room.
Yeah.
But if the person in front of you is leaning back and you think you're better than everyone, so you don't
Yeah.
want to lean back,
No,
then
I-
obviously
yep.
you're going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Is it
Everyone,
bad?
we should
Lean
all
back.
just, there's a point in the flight, once you're in the sky, they turn off the light thing. We should all just
Yeah.
synchronize lean.
But you know who's fucked is the people sitting at the shitter, and you know that
Yeah, but
is
that's
just
just- You
Wild
should've-
that you called it that rather than the bathroom. What
I
the
said that
fuck?
because one time I got on a flight and there was this older man sitting next to me, and we were both in the last row, like backs against the bathroom. And I sit down next to him, and he goes, "Well, they put us next to the shitter." And I was like, "Wait,
You're like, I'm
going to
say this
so
on a podcast
funny.
in 7 years.
Yeah.
I love airports. I love airplanes because of the people you meet, dude. Like you just meet dope ass people.
I will say when the flight home to New York was canceled, and it was like a whole ordeal,
okay,
like
rom-com, yeah.
thing of like they didn't really tell us when the new flight was. All the boarding passes had the wrong information.
Mm.
Like nobody was really sure if the new flight existed.
Right.
So like a group of us were sitting by the sign that like reveals the gate and like waiting, like counting down for it to show the gate. And then finally when the gate flashed and was like E78, this little boy was like, "It's E78! It's E78!" And everybody's like, "Yes!" And like
like a
a whole
Christmas movie.
Yes, it
That's
was like
awesome.
so much community. And we
You
all
guys
were like,
unionized. It's
yes, we were all
beautiful.
looking at each other, like holding hands, like spinning around, crying,
You
like
guys all
it's
It was
real.
snowing. It was snowing in the
Your mom
airport.
was like, it was a blessed day.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, it was honestly a really nice sense of community. That
Yeah,
I
but like,
felt.
remember the time we went to Peru and we were, I don't remember which.
It's crazy you guys
plane it
don't bring
was.
me on these trips.
I
It's
know.
like,
Wait, but we
Probably.
should.
Telling me she went to Barcelona for a week. I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
I know. Well,
We both went to Barcelona. without
I would have
you.
said no.
They soft launched you coming next year on our trip.
Yeah, I don't
But
know if
after
Greg's
this one, I don't know
finances
if another
would-
one is gonna happen.
Do you do a
'cause-
family vacation every?
So we used to do every New Year's.
Oh, that's fun.
But this is probably our last New Year's.
This is very
because-
2-kid family to me.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
my family.
it's like my family of 4
Yeah.
and then all of my cousins.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it's like always a really big thing.
How many kids are the cousin families?
So by my cousins, I mean like my mom's cousins.
Okay, gotcha. So they're all
So
adults.
it's like, yeah, all like her 2 adult cousins
yeah,
and then their kids.
gotcha.
But for the most part, the kids are older than me. One is
Gotcha.
younger.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's really fun.
So how
That is
many in
really
total
fun.
was it?
I think there was 9 people.
That's a good fun group.
It's a
Mhm.
lot.
That is a
Mhm.
lot. That
a
also is
lot,
tricky when
yeah.
you're like trying to.
Especially-
The restaurants are all small.
And my family, man, they are not easy to deal with. I gotta say.
I don't think anybody's family
Say what they
is.
did out of.
Like
They-
no one's family's like a good time.
Yeah.
Mine's awesome.
But
They're
like-
I mean,
annoying,
I
but they're
think
good.
that
Right,
they
but
are
that's what I'm saying.
fun.
Like,
Yeah.
no, like they're a great time. My family is such a fun time, but like we're fucking chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
No,
And so
to
like
be in an airport
you
with them.
you take us 10 days and like especially traveling because your idiosyncrasies of your personality are highlighted to the max.
yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like it's just too much.
I will say,
Too many
so
moving
when
parts.
I did the comedy show in Barcelona, everybody came.
Oh, that's so fun.
And I was like, you guys really don't have to come. Like, I didn't book this so that like, cause I was starting to feel like it was going to be like a talent show
it seemed
situation.
Yeah.
very make-a-wishy.
Yeah, it seemed so like, oh, if you have to come and watch me do my whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was like, I just wouldn't want to travel to this city where there's like a comedy scene and not experience it.
Yeah.
If you want to come, feel free to come. And I really didn't think they would all come because the show was like kind of late and you know, my
Well,
parents
Barcelona
are older now and
people
yeah,
dinner
they'd be
at
staying up.
10 p.m. Yeah.
But everybody came and my mom's cousin, Fran, and her husband were heckling the shit out of every
Really?
comedian.
That's the word. I've had
And
that
I
happen.
didn't tell any of the comics that was my family.
But
I
did you
didn't
tell oh, I guess you
I didn't tell any of them, and everybody kept talking about them.
You're like that heckler.
and I was like,
is-
yeah, but you guys are handling it well. Like I was never
Wow.
like, but that's my
did
family.
they heckle you at
That's
all?
my aunt.
No.
Did you text anyone to be like tell Fran to shut the fuck up?
Nobody can tell Fran to shut the fuck up.
Also,
Fran's
tell her-
gonna
you were
talk
trying to
if
Take
Fran's
one of her
gonna
cigarettes
fucking
and throw it out the
talk.
door
Yeah,
and then
we
lock
should've
the
just-
door.
We should have just stolen her cigarettes and
Yeah,
ran
do
out.
like a
Then
How
trail
bad
with
was she
cigarettes.
heckling?
well, okay, but the thing is, Fran is funny.
Okay, but
does not
still.
matter.
No, I know it doesn't matter, but she's actually funny, and she was interacted with first, and
Oh, yeah.
then it just
Did they
like
s- where'd they sit?
that bitch was in the front row,
Oh,
of
God.
course,
She was asking.
and her
for it.
husband was in the seat behind her, but her husband not funny. Really
yeah.
not funny.
Wait, they didn't sit next to each other?
No, they sit next to each other.
Weird.
And so, yeah, he's not funny though. So like when he was heckling, it was just kind of cringy. But when she was heckling, like low key, people were into it. And I know that sounds crazy as a comedian to say because
No,
we
I
hate
know, I get
hecklers.
it.
No, I've heard a
But,
good heckler.
Yeah,
like
there
there
are
was
good
this one
hecklers.
guy on the show in Barcelona who was kind of hack and like in
I mean,
the
it's
beginning of
Barcelona,
his
we have
to
to
be
talk
fair.
about this out
yeah,
there.
in the
'cause-
beginning of his set, he was like basically told the audience like, okay, for this next set of jokes, after I say this, we're all gonna go Olay. So he kept saying like one line, like a one-liner, and then everybody would be like Olay. And then his set had moved on, and he said something else like later. I think he made like a dick joke at the
That's
end,
funny.
and he was like bomb. Like the dick joke was like crickets, and
Soft.
Fran goes, "Olay," and then
That's awesome.
everybody laughed, and it
That
was
is
like
really
the
funny.
biggest
That's
laugh
funny.
of his set.
That's funny.
And I
That is
was
really
like, let's go,
funny.
Fran. And then another comic asked her like, like, how would you react if someone told you your pussy tasted like almonds or something? And she was like, well, I'd say they lying because ain't nobody go down there or something. And everyone was like, what?
Wait, where's she from?
She's from Georgia,
Okay.
which adds to the humor of it.
Yeah,
I
that
would
is
say.
really fun. That's a good.
But yeah, so
Oh, way.
oh,
What the
yeah, he
fuck?
was like, it doesn't even sound like you're saying an L. Like he was like, what?
Wait, I love that. That's so fun.
It was fun, yeah. But then afterwards, they had karaoke,
Oh
at
yeah, yeah.
the
At
sister
other
location.
Yeah.
and I went with Fran.
It's so funny that you and I both went to
I
this
know.
place like 2 weeks apart.
It was karaoke was really fun, but
Yeah.
I went with Fran, and my whole jig that I didn't know her. was
Yeah,
fully
up.
up because me and that bitch were like really going in.
They were like, Jaclyn really hit it off
yeah,
with the heckler.
for that audience member.
It should have the jig should have been up the moment you were up on stage
And
and, you
she
were
didn't
the
heckle it.
only
She
one
didn't
she
heckle.
wasn't heckling.
I will say she didn't heckle the last guy either.
Was
If
he
she
funny?
thought they were funny, she didn't heckle
Did
them.
you feel? I felt being in because I did a show there, and then when afterwards, everyone was really nice, and they were like, because I was also in Barcelona alone,
Uh-huh.
so it's a very different experience.
Mhm.
But they were like, oh, we're gonna go to the sister location for karaoke because it's like it's some other comic who wasn't on the show. It was his birthday,
Mhm.
so they were like, come with us, whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm like, I came here to meet people, like sure.
Mhm.
So I like go whatever, and like it felt like being in like an uncanny version of like the New York comedy
Mhm.
scene where I was like, it's so crazy to watch all these people who know each other from comedy interact. Cause like also, when you're at a comic's birthday party, there's such a specific vibe. Like it's very
Mhm.
networky and
Yeah.
like it's a lot of like people like watching that all happen, but with complete strangers.
Yeah.
It was like being in the Upside Down. Like
yeah,
it was kind
that's
of
weird.
it was fun, but I was just like, this is crazy that this is so the same and so different.
Yeah, I
You
did
went
not
to
hang
Barcelona
out.
alone,
Yeah.
like entirely alone.
Mhm.
You bang any dudes?
No.
Greg Melly asking the hard
Yeah, the hard hitting
questions.
questions on this podcast. It's
Any
like 60
uncircum-
minutes.
Did
Any
you stay in a
uncir-
hostel?
Any uncircumcised?
No, I
bongs
stayed
out
in
there?
That's why she didn't.
I stayed in. Yeah, I decided
She went to karaoke. That's
Think
how
I'm-
you bang people.
I was so tired.
I
of
went to that karaoke too, and it was not.
It was not a sexual
bangable
vibe.
affair.
I was
Yeah.
totally kidding.
Yeah.
I have no guys
Listen,
I've
if
gotten
I had
laid.
sang no, if I had sang "Hot to Go," everyone would have.
They're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
is that
Chapel
Chapel Rome?
It was nice because being there alone, like I like to travel by myself because I like being alone during the day because then you can do whatever you want. You don't have to
Yeah.
like collab with people.
Mhm.
But at night is when I'm like, oh, I wish I had like someone to hang out with at night. So
Did
that's
you
why
work
doing
from home?
shows there was
Mm-hmm.
no. I've been
You
off
just-
work.
you've
The
been
reason
off.
I went was because I took like 3
Little
weeks off
PTO?
work. A little PTO.
Do you get PTO?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Obviously,
Yeah.
she has PTO.
I
She
have
is a real person.
I have a regular job.
I mean,
Greg-
I don't get. I have what people would define as a real job as well, but I don't get PTO either. So
Yeah. And you do
Also,
real
for
work.
the
You have
viewer-
a real job.
The viewer and the listener, this is kind of the first time Jaclyn and I have seen each other.
oh yeah, we
in,
haven't
like,
seen each other
2,
since like
3
December
weeks.
21st.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm so glad I'm here.
I mean,
Yeah.
I saw you 2 days ago.
Yeah, but for like
But for a
2
little bit.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I
It doesn't
guess.
really count.
No.
But yes, Greg, you do have a real job.
What were the
I
highlights?
would
of-
never try to imply that you
No.
did
Me?
not.
Oh, I don't care.
I know.
I don't really have a real job. I give
I also
food
used
to
to
people
work
who
there,
have real
so-
jobs.
And hey, that's powerful. That's
What'd you say?
someone.
I also used to work there, and it felt really real.
Honestly, being a server is much harder than my current job. Having been
Now
a
don't
server
patronize
before.
me.
I'm not
I
patronizing
feel
you.
like
I actually, having been a server, like my job is. I shouldn't talk about my job
What
on this,
depends
but
is
it's like
harder?
I'm.
You
I mean,
want to talk about my job? Let's talk
it's
about.
like that I like
let's air it
went to
out.
the gym in the middle of the workday today.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
was the
yeah.
hardest thing I did. Like,
No, yeah.
when I
I would-
destroyed my knee on the
I would love
elliptical.
to work remote for that reason.
But that's
alone.
like,
Remote
but you
work
also
is-
too. It's similar with your job. Is like the only real difference between our jobs is when I'm on the clock, I have to be there. I have to be on the clock. I have
oh
to.
yeah, like I can go on a walk.
You can
for,
go
like,
out
an
and
hour.
get food.
Yeah.
Like you can just go
Yeah,
to
no,
the
it's-
gym. Like that's what I'm like.
Also, your
I
job is
wish.
way more physical. Your job is like people are way meaner to you. They're like it's higher stress.
Yeah, but I'm way meaner to people than you guys.
well,
can
I'm
be.
sure you are.
I'm
Yeah.
a fucking asshole,
Yeah.
and it's cathartic.
Yeah.
Last
Everyone-
night, a guy, it was like a $31 check, so it wasn't a big deal. And he was like, his name was like, Ure or some shit. So he was probably European or fucking
You're hey.
Russian or
Yeah,
Jewish.
probably from
one of those three.
Barcelona.
How do you
Yeah.
know his name? Oh, his
Because
card.
it was on the card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Greg's memorizing it.
I
so he
really
can
wanted to
stalk him
remember
and
the
kill him
last name
later.
too, so I could say it all and just dox this guy. But he's probably back in his hometown, Mother Russia, or somewhere in the USSR.
Sure.
Okay, sorry. He just signed his name on the merchant copy, and I was like, "Hey, like if you want to give me $0 for me serving you for the past hour and a half, just make sure you put a 0 in that tip line for me."
Mm.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really sorry." And I was like, "Nah, no worries."
Wait, so
And
he
then-
didn't give you anything?
And then I walked away, and then I came back, and it was 0 on the tip and 0 in the total. And then you have to get your copy stamped out, and I didn't give it to him because I knew he wasn't going to tip me. So then he came back to me, and I was just like avoiding him and avoiding him and avoiding him. So
Greg is
to make
really
him-
vengeful.
well,
to
not
make
tipping
him-
someone is crazy.
to make him stay here and just not be allowed out for as long as I possibly can. And then he's like, hey, I think can I have the stamped copy? And I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, no worries, dude. And so like the classic move is I'm gonna go hand it to you, and when you put your hand out, I drop it and let it feather down to the ground.
Yeah, I've seen you pull that move a couple times.
It's the strongest thing. And then when you let it feather to the ground, watching them bend over, that's like $10 right there.
Yeah.
It feels great.
That's powerful.
It feels so
Dude, I'm
good.
glad you have that. That's
Oh
good.
yeah. I got a couple of awesome moves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it in action. I wish I could be that person.
Yeah, same.
I just was always so stressed I was gonna get fired over something like that.
Yeah, but I've been there longer, so it's like you feel it more and you just become more confident.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
fair.
fuck this guy.
You're like, I've done plenty of things I should have gotten fired over.
Yeah, also,
for.
what is this? You gonna write an email? I dare
No,
you.
he doesn't even know
Yeah, no,
English.
No.
Oh.
It's so funny, dude. I gotta take a video of the next time I do it to somebody.
Okay, this is also the airplane thing. I just thought of this also, but there was a girl on my flight who got on the floor next to me, fully on the ground. So maybe there is enough space on airplanes.
Wait,
because
she
she dropped
laid on the ground?
She dropped something on the ground. It was a girl and her boyfriend sitting next to each other.
Were they hot?
Not particularly, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds like
they
a
were.
not hot
They
activity.
actually. You know what? I'm clouded by how annoying they were to me.
Ah.
They were probably actually relatively attractive.
Clouded.
Yeah, I really was.
how hot
I
can you be
was
on an airplane?
really hating
What?
them.
How hot can you be on an airplane?
Yeah,
really?
people are looking.
No, but I'm saying
Oh,
like,
something about me is I
there's
will
good
wear real
beauty.
clothes on an airplane.
Oh,
ew.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not.
God.
I'm not.
I'm
in-
out.
I'm not in pajamas.
If you
on an
think I'm
airplane.
wearing underwear on an airplane,
Greg.
go fuck yourself.
You don't wear underwear, anyways.
Come here, Grace. Where are you going?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wearing khakis. I got some.
Yeah,
guys
you got
over
underwear
here.
on.
I got some guys over
there.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't, why would I wear underwear?
Wait, but what? Why do you feel the need to wear real clothes on an airplane?
Like not
Is
like
it the judgment? You need the
one
validation,
yeah 100%
approval?
that is part of it. I do like
Do you think
being,
you're gonna
I
find your
love
love?
being better than other people. That's part of it. Yes, another part of it. There's a lot of reasons.
I think I'm nailing all of them.
No, you're definitely all of them, but you've
Okay.
hit two those aren't like the top reasons.
If the plane goes down,
I will say when I'm wearing I'm not wearing like
like this, would you wear this?
These jeans are a little tighter than I would wear.
Okay,
But I would wear like it depends how long the flight is. But yeah, these jeans are slightly tighter than I would want to wear. I would wear I have these they're like a black trouser pant, but they're just like comfy. Like they look like work
Okay,
slacks,
I-
but they're
'cause
comfy.
Here we go.
I-
Question: do you take your shoes off on a plane?
Absolutely not, and I know you do.
Well,
Yes, I
okay,
do,
but you
because-
do because your feet swell.
Yo, aren't they insane?
You should have to have like
My
a
feet-
handicap sticker.
I
If they
become
were
brother's
gonna do
Shaquille
that.
feet
O'Neal.
swell too.
I
and my
became
parents-
Shaquille O'Neal on a fucking plane. My feet became size 38s. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, they're bursting out of the
You
seams.
need compression socks.
Nah,
Oh,
I just
yeah,
pop
maybe you
them off.
do.
But my feet never smell. Ever.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever clocked your feet
Never.
smelling.
It's the best thing about me growing up. Never smelled.
Best thing
Huge.
about
My
you.
feet are
Smell-
really
look.
smelly. No, it's okay.
Peaches and cream, baby.
Nice.
Peaches and cream.
Blueberry ice.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's like I feel like
So you're wearing quote unquote real clothes, but they're still comfy.
I will pick, but like these are pants that I would wear to like the office,
But what kind of
or
shirt?
like they're
You
like
gotta talk
almost
shirt.
dress pants. I would wear like a t-shirt with like a sweater,
Oh, that's
or
not
like
bad.
a sweatshirt even. But
Yeah.
like I'm not wearing pajama pants.
Mm.
I'll wear leggings.
Would you wear sweatpants?
No, I don't wear sweatpants out of my house usually.
Whoa.
But I just don't like the way I feel in sweatpants.
I love the way I feel in sweatpants because I
A
am
little too
so
much.
unaware. And sweatpants, I'm so unaware of my body that it feels so good.
Why are you like almost holding the mic? You're like hovering the mic.
I
with your
love
hands.
them.
No, I just, yeah, because
This is how the sweatpants hold you.
I hate jeans because you could just feel your tum. Like,
Yeah, but I'd rather like if I'm walking around, I'd rather be in like leggings.
that's fair.
But
Jaclyn never wears leggings.
I don't wear leggings 'cause my ass is too thick.
there you go. There you go.
you
there
ain't gotta
go.
tell me, boo boo. Come on, I'm gonna jot that. Connor, jot that down for
Not
apologies.
for
later.
apologies.
Yeah, we're gonna jot that one down.
No,
What are you trying to Jaclyn's mom?
I triggered you. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Now you make sure you have a blessed day, now, girl.
Yeah,
Mhm.
She didn't say it like that.
I'm doing it from the
She
other
called her
lady.
sister. Like,
She said she was
Sister.
performing sadness, so she was like, "Have a blessed day."
yeah, I love that.
I'm sorry.
On my flight, I usually wear sweats. I wear like a baggy shirt
Sure.
and glasses because
I'm always wearing glasses. Your eyes get dry.
Yes, because I don't want my eyes to get dry, and I usually have like I do a preventative hair. So I'll do like a ponytail with a braid
Yeah.
so that when I land, when I take it out, it looks good.
Oh, I like that. Smart.
Yeah.
Jaclyn, actually, I'll tell you what she wears. She wears black sweatpants that are Under Armour, and she'll wear an Eagles sweatshirt,
Mhm.
and then
Tough
it's
look.
probably the Seth Rogen baggy
Yep.
shirt underneath.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
What a
We have a
look.
winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing like another reasoning
sneakers.
is like
Mhm.
I feel like, and this is also part of why the glasses is I just am like sometimes you don't know where you're gonna end up. Like you travel so unpredictable that it's like,
Mhm.
which could also be an argument for wearing clothes you could like ostensibly sleep in.
If I'm
Yeah.
taking a flight to Portugal, I probably know I'm going to end up
But
in
like
Portugal.
you don't know if you hope you end up in Portugal, but like occasionally your flight
You
like
gotta stop being
What if your
harder.
flight is canceled?
Right.
What
Yeah.
if
your flight gets canceled. What if you like end up where you're like I don't know, like someone has like random passes to like a lounge and you're like, okay, I or like you have to go somewhere where it's like, okay, the flight landed or we were late and it's like now I have to go to this like meetup thing that I thought I was gonna have time to go home and change. Like it's just I always like if I'm going somewhere warm, I always pack a bathing suit in my carry-on because I'm like, what if my luggage gets lost? I still want to be able to.
I know. Well, I don't check a bag.
I almost
'cause
never check a bag.
I'm always so nervous that my bag won't make it.
Yeah.
I think anything
just
that could
nervous.
possibly go wrong is
You're a
gonna go
Murphy's
wrong.
Law flyer.
Yeah, and I prepare for that when I fly.
I
for
just
sure.
think this woman who was crawling around on the floor of the plane and then acting like
She dropped something.
she dropped something, but then she got like in the space like right here where
Mm-hmm.
she was just like
Make sure you are talking into a microphone.
I had to do an act out.
Was she like in
Grace
the
just
aisle
laid
or
on the
in her
floor for a
seat?
minute.
She was in between the
She was
rows
in the
of
middle?
seats.
So she was
She was
in
in
the
the
aisle.
middle seat. Middle
I was-
seat. She's barely even lucky to be alive.
I don't
Fuck you,
understand-
bitch. You're a middle seat. You're only allowed to get up when either person on the other end of you gets
Middle
up.
She
seat is
also-
the cup chair.
Let go. I'm telling you, Derek Stroop is going to have a Netflix special drop at some point in the next couple of months. When it drops, everybody better watch it because he's going to be the greatest fucking comedian
And he
you've ever
has
seen.
this joke
He's
about
the
the
best.
middle seat.
He
that
has a
you
joke
find
about
is
the middle
funny.
seat, and it's perfect. That's all it is.
Okay, thank you.
The middle seat, I
You
think
see what I have to deal with? I haven't seen her in all year, and she's gonna.
I'm sorry, that was mean. It's just I
Crazy.
knew exactly where you were going with it, and
I just said exactly what you were gonna wear on a plane.
it's beautiful.
Hey, Grace. I like how Grace is right in the middle. This is like
I'm in the
Dr.
middle seat.
Phil.
This is
Yeah.
I feel like
See?
this girl also kept being like, she would be like, she was sitting in the middle seat and I was kind of waiting for her to get in her seat.
Were you next to her? Or on the?
Yes.
Oh,
She also did not speak English, which is fine. She was Spanish, but then like
which is fine. Which is fine.
which is fine. But she was struggling. The flight attendant also didn't speak Spanish, so they couldn't understand each other. I was translating for them because I was like, but she was like, when someone's just like, I'm like, okay, we're on the now flight back to the U.S., so the
Mhm.
primary language now has become English. So
Mhm.
the flight attendants are mostly speaking to you in English.
Mhm.
So like, obviously, like the flight attendant is doing her best to like communicate with the girl, and the girl's fully headphones in, just being like, okay. And like the woman is like, if you took your headphone out, maybe you could understand me. And then it was like she couldn't. But then she got mad at me. I was like trying to let her into the middle seat because I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna want to get up.
Lo siento.
But her and her boyfriend are like having some like weird conversation so they could figure out how to sit next to each other. And I
Is it
kept being
weird
like,
because it's in Spanish?
no, just because I was like, why don't you just sit in your fucking seat?
Yeah.
I also think couples who need to sit next to each other in the flight, I'm like, grow up. Sorry, is that you?
Yes, yes. Jaclyn was like really devastated that our 45-minute flight from Lima, Peru to Cusco, Peru, we couldn't sit next to each other, and I was like, I think we'll
will
be all right.
say
I don't believe in love.
I
though, so.
think well, I'm not usually like I have to sit next to people I know on a flight, but with you specifically, I want you
Oh,
seated
you need tabs
next
on
to
Greg.
me because again, I'll get worried about you that like I don't know. What if the
I text Jaclyn. I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm on top of the plane.
yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Okay,
what
yeah,
if
with
he gets
Greg,
locked in the
maybe.
bathroom?
Yeah, he needs to be on a leash.
Yeah, I'll roam.
This couple though, they
I'll
were
have
trying to
some
get
fun.
into the. I was like, just get in your seat. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, and the
Like,
woman,
just
she
sit
was like to me,
down.
she was like, tranquila, and I was like, I'm calm. I'm just being like, is this where you're sitting? And she was like, calm down, and I was like,
We all started off on the wrong.
yeah, and then I
foot
was like,
for
we have to sit
sharing a
next to each other
whole
for 9
row.
hours.
Yeah, that
bitch. Like,
sucks.
then I got my period on the plane. I was free bleeding for like 3 hours.
That is the worst.
Free bleeding.
I'm free. And I was glad to be back in America. I also sat next to a chess prodigy on the way to Barcelona.
How did you know that?
What the fuck?
You can tell.
Yeah, I'm
God,
like,
autism.
did you recognize him? Like,
She
Nope, that's not a prodigy.
she
Nope.
She was sitting next to me,
It's
and
not a-
she shout
What
out.
are you
We
talking
follow each
about?
other on Instagram. I think her name is Zosie. I could check. I was
Zosie Beats?
crocheting, and she was like, maybe.
No.
I
It's
don't know.
Zaza Beats.
I was crocheting something, and she was like 20, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm crocheting." And we like started talking, and she was like, "Why are you going to Barcelona?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Why are you going to Barcelona?" And she was so excited. It was adorable.
Oh, she was like, I have to tell somebody
How
about my
old is she?
chess competition.
20.
Mm.
20
At
years
what
young.
age do you not become a
Okay,
prodigy
I don't know if she was a
anymore?
prodigy actually, but
she's
she's
probably
like
nasty,
a,
like a professional.
I
But
don't
like
know.
when I think the word prodigy,
She's
I'm
one of
like
the best.
this
You're right, you're right.
9-year-old
If
girl.
she's 20 and she's one of the best, though, like you were born with a higher level of skill or intelligence, because
for sure,
like
Yeah.
even by 20 to be that good at something is kind of crazy.
100%. But like a prodigy is like
And to be from Florida and
It's
that good at
pretty
it.
And to be
Dude.
from Florida.
To overcome being from
She's a
Florida
she's a
to be good
prodigy.
at chess is
And
really
according to Greg, overcoming womanhood, be a
Yeah.
prodigy. What
yeah,
was that
really
comment?
set her
Because
off.
that doesn't make any sense.
What?
If you're a woman, you can't be a prodigy. That
I think he
doesn't
means
make
like
any
a
sense.
woman.
It was a
as an
chess
adult.
thing. I was just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know you were
I
kidding,
thought you
but
meant woman
sometimes I'm
versus
like,
girl.
I
It was
want you
more
to
of a chess
explain the
thing.
joke so that we all know it's
the,
not
the
real.
ones who get it will get it.
Greg hates women.
Deep
Okay,
stare into
speaking
the
of
camera.
hating women,
I can't see the time at
It's time
all.
to
yeah,
apologize.
we
You
actually
can't?
flew through this. Wow.
we have to apologize.
I guess my hill was about airplanes.
Yeah, or chocolate. Oh yeah, we
Don't-
didn't really
dude.
ask you if you got it.
It's okay. Next time.
But we kind of did a good way of not like rather than being like my hill
We
to die on
did.
is
Honestly, yeah, we
We've
did.
taken a lot of notes.
Because I did have a lot of airplane
exactly.
opinions.
We
and
flew it.
airport-
We fluidly.
Hey, we
got
landed
into
the
it.
plane.
Guys, let us know if you liked that style.
AKA Sean.
Where we started screaming at each other.
Sean, let us know.
Mhm.
Fucking
Um,
chocolate, dude.
Greg, do you have any apologies to women?
Not
you-
to women,
that
but
you'd like to kick off
towards
with?
the African American race for doing an impression
Yeah.
of,
Oh,
a,
yeah.
of a.
That was bad.
No, the impression was good, but the intent was bad.
Yeah.
For sure. Actually, the intent was fine. I'm not really going to apologize. I take it back.
You just have
Okay.
to wait until we get home.
It's good when Greg
What?
and I
That,
are doing.
no, that saying that sounds way worse. Like all I do is like at home, like talk like that. No.
I'm just
whatever.
kidding.
Well, this is the last episode of Hill to Die On.
I want to apologize to anyone who I've directly outed who's been on a plane with me recently. I'm sorry that you annoyed me so much by. Also, I'm like, you don't need to be sitting in your boyfriend's lap on the plane. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
too much.
still fucking think chocolate is a goddamn candy,
I do still think that you never
I'm
convinced me
saying
in
to
any way.
everyone on the other side of that lens right there.
You didn't even really have any kind of arguments for it.
'Cause
It's-
how do you argue that?
I mean, it's just wrong.
It's it's not
Chocolate is
chocolate.
a type of candy.
Candy is
just
overarching.
like sour is a type
It's
of
like
candy.
food is a category.
What?
Just like gummy
What?
is a type of
yes,
candy.
Lollipop.
Can you eat a
what do you
chocolate
think
gummy?
lollipop is?
It's all
Can
different.
you eat a chocolate gummy?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, but listen. Yeah,
Yeah, you could have a chocolate. Like they could make chocolate flavored gummies.
They
They could make
could.
flavor of
Then
anything.
it's the yes.
But that's a
chocolate
gummy
flavored-
candy.
A gummy is a candy.
A gummy is a candy.
But
Yes.
I'm saying sour is nothing like chocolate because
They're not the same.
We're not saying they're the same. I'm saying there's candy, and then there's different flavors and types of candy that can be 1, chocolate, 2, gummy, 3,
lollipop.
sour. Yes,
You're really dying
4,
over
something
lollipop.
that
I
you
just feel like it's so
suck.
different than gummy. Sour's too similar. Where
Well,
I'm
'cause
worried
you
you're not
can-
going to be able to grasp.
you can like
the
something
range
that
that candy. Candy
See,
can be so many things.
lollipop is not a bad.
I want to
call
apologize
because
to
of a
candy. Candy
Tootsie.
can be whatever it wants to be.
A Tootsie Pop can have the chocolate in it, and it can also have gum
There
in
you
it. So
go.
is gum a candy?
Gum depends.
no, because you don't swallow it. Like you're not supposed to swallow. You're not supposed to
don't
eat
so
it.
confidently say
I
this
actually
as if
think you
that's
could
what
make
it
an
is.
argument. I will say I do think you can make an argument for gum as candy, but not all gum is candy. Big League Chew is candy, but like 5 gum
Oh,
is
like the
candy.
what the
How the
Hubba
fuck?
Bubba
How the
Hubba
fuck?
Bubba's
Yeah.
candy.
How in the fuck is
Hubba
Big
Bubba
League
is
Isn't
Chew?
that the
candy.
one that's more like pink and
It's
bubble
the one
gummy?
where-
It's stringy. You pull it apart and you chew it.
Yeah, well,
You-
if it's
Yeah, but
fun,
if it's like fun, it's
If it's-
candy.
oh
if
my,
it's
so is sex
consuming-
candy?
yes.
Well, you need to be having
It's
better
not fun.
candy.
You
then.
don't swallow it. It's not candy.
Oh, then it's absolutely candy. Then it's been candy for a long time now, Connor.
All
When
right.
hasn't it been candy?
I have to apologize.
Yeah, apologize.
To me?
No,
No.
never.
I was expecting one.
Just kidding. Me and Greg do love each other, contrary to this episode.
And they both love me. They're
And
child.
we love
Who's
Grace.
older than both of them.
I would like
chocolate,
to apologize to anybody and everybody that my mom cut in the airplane line. I'm really sorry if your flight was also coming up and you were also stressed about it, but you should have just had the dog in you to do something about it.
You should have had
Funny
that.
how when it works, it's a dog. When it doesn't, you're a meme.
Yeah.
And you're
Well,
the problem with
You
white
should have that
America.
Karen dog in you.
Right.
And that's
Yes.
actually good sometimes.
Everybody needs a Karen in their life, not a
Oh,
racist,
God.
problematic
We should
one.
clip that
No,
because that's
I
not
agree.
going to work.
Everybody
agree.
needs a Karen in their life that is to a reasonable degree. Who is trying
willing to advocate for yourself
Yes, advocate.
within reason.
Our
within
generation
reason.
is so good.
And be nice. She was really nice to that lady.
Diplomacy.
She was
Yeah.
so nice to that lady.
If you're nice,
She wasn't
it's
like,
fine.
we
I'm-
need
yeah.
this, we need that. She was like, please. And I think that is what helps.
Say
I would-
please. How about that?
Say please. I'd like to apologize. Yeah, to everyone we cut in line, all the
And on the way
comedians
home.
that were heckled by my family, and the comedians who I didn't tell that was my family because
Basically-
I felt like we really connected and it was on a lie. But I think that's it.
All the people who had a terrible time in Barcelona because of you guys.
Okay, that's been our podcast. You can follow us. It's at Hill to Die on Pod. We
Yes.
have Jaclyn / Jamie. Where can we find you?
Jacksowack. It's JACKSOWACK.
Yep. You can follow me, Grace Lobo, at gklobo, or on TikTok at Hello Grace Lobo.
I'm Greg Melly at Greg Melly on all socials. Yo, March
Whoa.
6th, please.
Come to Greg's special,
please,
please, God,
guys.
please.
This is the crew right here. Don't you want to come and watch the
me and
three
Jack
of
are
us?
gonna open for him.
It's going to be so much fun. It's at
Yay!
Grove 34, 7
Time
p.m.,
of our
9
lives.
p.m.
Anyway,
Time
we
of
love
our lives.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
We did it.